Today I will talk about how two theories relate to how the microcomputer industry got started, starting off with the surprising truth about what motivates us. This video talks about why we as people want to accomplish something so badly. The truth is we want to be greater than good, and it's the feeling of accomplishing something that keeps us motivated. Not the money, not any price, but a feeling we are chasing after. The second video, where good ideas come from, talks about how ideas need to be combined with other ideas to create something bigger. A missing piece finding its other missing piece, allowing something bigger to be created in the process. All these videos show why people must work together to create something big and new. They didn't do it for the money, but only because it was something they were excited about. If it felt like a burden to them, they most likely would have not been so successful with the outcome. They had different people with different ideas and different models come together to better the world as a whole. It takes time for ideas to mature and become successful or useful to someone. Ideas were used to collide with other ideas to be given the opportunity to do better. The desire to be self directed kept inventors pushing. If they were told how to do something, it would have been boring. They wanted the purpose over money. We are all purpose maximizers, not only profit maximizers. They care about mastery very deeply and want to be self directed. While watching the video Trump from Nerds, a lot of people were mentioned. Paul Allen, who is co-founder of Microsoft, Bill Gates, who is co-founder of Microsoft, Jim Warren, who staged the biggest computer show, Dan Bricklin, co-founder of Viscal, Bob Frankston, co-founder of Viscal, Steve Jobs, co-founder of Apple, Stephen Wozniak, co-founder of Apple, Steve Ballmer, vice president of Microsoft, Robert Kringley, wrote gossips for magazines, Graham Spencer's chief programmer for Architect Software, Grace Hopper solved the problem inventing a computer language English word that the computer itself could translate into binary code. Mark Van Hoover, programmer architect, Douglas Adam, sci-fi author, Joe Cruss, president architect, Kristen Comfort, CEO, corporate computer Intel, Harry Gardlin, co-founder Chromecake, Gordon Moore, inventor Microsoft Intel, Eddie Roberts, invented Altair, founder of MITS, Lee Felliston, in charge of the Homebrew Computer Club, Roger Mellon, member of Homebrew Computer Club, Steve Ballmer set up an alter to manipulate the length in software to play tunes. Chris Espinosa was the youngest worker for Apple. Chris Espinosa stuck out to me the most because he was the youngest worker that worked at Apple when it first came about. Even then, he still worked at Apple 20 years later. There would be a public demonstration of our products every Tuesday and Thursday afternoon at 3 o'clock. That was good because it was after school, he said. At the age of 14, getting off school, riding his moped to Apple offices and giving demonstrations of the Apple Intel. Some of the people he gave demos to came up to him years later and said, I founded a $100 million chain of computer stores based on the demo you showed that one Tuesday afternoon at Apple. Chris holds the title for the longest serving employee at Apple. He was a freshman in high school and still works with the company today. During that time, he had been writing basic programs in Joe's garage. He had joined while it was still operating out of the home of the parents of Steve Jobs in 1976.